The truth is, you don't need a lot of followers to get buyers from LinkedIn. This is probably one of the biggest myths that's out there. In fact, last week I got on a sales call with someone who had 200,000 followers on LinkedIn. And he said to me, how are you making so much money on LinkedIn, yet I have 200,000 followers, which is way more than you, and I can't even get a client a month? And I looked at him and I said, it's because I focused on building an audience of buyers. You focused on building an audience of followers. And the reality is, followers are just good for likes and comments. Buyers are actually going to put dollars in your bank account. So I told him, look, I even have my own clients who have 500 followers or less on LinkedIn that are making $10,000 a month. It's because they focused on building the right audience of buyers who would purchase their services. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build an audience of buyers on LinkedIn so that you can make as much money, help as many people, and grow your business as quickly as possible. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so I want you to take a look at my screen right now. So this is my LinkedIn profile. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Sara Masadi. I'm a LinkedIn coach who helps other coaches, consultants, and business owners get clients from LinkedIn organically. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how to build an audience of buyers from LinkedIn. So the first thing it starts with is the connections that you have and the connections that you add. So one of the easiest ways to figure out if you have an audience of buyers is to go and see who's viewing your LinkedIn profile. So it's very easy to do this on LinkedIn. All you need to do is go over here, click on Premium Features if you have LinkedIn Premium, click on See Who's Viewed You. This will show you everybody who's been looking at your profile over the last 90 days. So if I look at this, obviously, like I said, my audience are coaches and consultants. That's the ideal buyers I want looking at my profile. So if I look at this right now, I want to see who's looking at my profile that's a coach or consultant. So over here, Denise, great. She's a leadership coach. That's good. Corey Silva, he is a coach. Great. Let's just scroll down a little bit. We got Carlos, who's also a leadership coach, as you can see here. Okay, so just looking at this after a quick scroll, Mohammed, he's a high performance coach. This is great. I have an audience of coaches looking at me. Now, if you click on this and see that the people who are looking at your profile are not your ideal buyers, well, do not worry. There's a very easy way to fix this. So you want to go back to your LinkedIn profile and you want to click on here where it says connections. In my case, it says 500 plus connections. It might say a little different number for you, but that's the place you're going to want to click. Now, from here, you want to actually start looking and seeing who is connected to you and if they are your ideal audience or not. So what you want to do is you actually want to click on this link to view who you are connected with. Now you want to go through this list here and see which of this audience are not your ideal buyers and which are your ideal buyers. Now, if you look at this list and you see that the majority of people that you're connected to are not your ideal buyers, then you need to start removing them as connections. Once you start removing them as connections, this tells the LinkedIn algorithms, hey, I don't want these people looking at me anymore. Instead, I want this other audience who are my buyers to start looking at me more, which is great. This immediately cleans things up very quickly. Now, this might be a bit of a manual task, but I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth it. So it's very easy to do. I'll show you how. So let's say in my case, let's go through this list here and see who's not a coach, which is a little hard to find because I do have an audience of buyers, but let's see. Okay, so take a look at this lady here, Christine Covert. So she is lead talent acquisition and recruiting partner. She's in cybersecurity, product development, and go-to-market. So she's not a coach, she's not a consultant, and she's not a business owner from what I can see here. So in this case, it's probably not the ideal connection for me to have for my business and what I'm trying to achieve. So very easily, what I'll do is I'll click on these three dots here and I'll click on remove connection. You click on remove, you click on this button, and boom, now she's gone. She's out of my network. She's no longer going to see my content. And this tells the algorithms, hey, we don't want people like Christine looking at me. We want more coaches, consultants, and business owners in my case. So very easy to do, but very important. So make sure you go and do this right away. Go and clean up your list. This is going to help you build an audience of buyers way quicker. Do not worry if your follower count goes down or anything like that. Doesn't even matter in the first place. We're trying to get buyers here. This is the most important goal, and this is the first step to doing that. Okay, so now that we have finished cleaning out our audience of people who are not the right fit, it's very important that you're consistently adding new potential buyers to your network. Again, this tells the LinkedIn algorithms, hey, I want more of these people looking at my content. I want more of these people engaging with me. So this, again, is very straightforward to do, and I'll show you exactly how. So what you want to do is you want to go over here to the search bar, and I'm going to type in solopreneurs. I'll hit the enter key. So as soon as I click that, look at the very first group here, the solopreneur, content creator, blog writer, newsletter operator, AI, text, video, audio. So this looks like a very interesting group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go click on this group, click on join. Now, as soon as I click join, boom, now I have access to all of the members of the group. So take a look over here. There's almost 67,000 members who are part of this group. Now, if I click over here on this button here that says show all, I get access to everybody who's a part of this group. So again, very easy for me to find these individuals and start adding them as connections. So if I wanted to go in here and find them, I would just go through this list here and start adding people. So let's scroll down and see what we have. Okay, so taking a look at this list, right away I can see Molly. Molly is an executive coach. So what I would do is I would click on this link right here that would take me to her profile. Immediately I can see, okay, she's based in the United States. That's great. She has her LinkedIn profile updated, which is awesome. So what I'll do is I'm going to connect with her. So there's this button here that says connect. If you don't see this button, super easy, just click on more and you'll see right here, connect. So I'll click on that. Then what I would do is I would send her a quick note saying, hey Molly, I'm building a network of coaches across LinkedIn. It's a pleasure to meet you. Boom. And then I would hit send and then done. I have now added Molly as a connection. And all I did was go in and find one group. In that group, I found a list of my ideal buyers and I started adding people like Molly every single day. So this is what you need to do. Look, there's two sides to this equation. First, you have to remove all of your old connections that are not the right fit, right? You want to get rid of them so that you can make room for the new connections that you add. And when you do both of these things, like I just showed you, you are very quickly going to build an audience of buyers. Now, this might take a couple weeks to get fully flowing, but I'm telling you, once you start doing this, you're going to start to see, oh, wow, the people engaging with my content are my buyers. The people who are booking sales calls with me are my ideal buyers. The people that are purchasing from me is going way up. So I'm telling you, take this strategy that I've given you and go and run with it. Go and implement it because it's going to make you more money, help you grow your business way quicker. So don't worry about building a large audience of followers and all that stuff. It's crap. It's not necessary. If you want to build a real successful business that makes you 6 figures or more, this is one of the first and most important fundamental activities you need to do. So go and implement that and thank me later. So with that being said, thank you for watching. And as always, if you want to speak to me one-on-one to learn about how we can work together and I can help you grow your business to a 6 to 7 figure level using LinkedIn organically, here is my calendar link. I'll even put a link to my calendar in the description below. Just click on that link, book a time with me, and we'll speak one-on-one soon. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.